Silicon Valley Bank. Not many people would have heard unless you are going to be a startup company. Many of them have given their exposure or parked their finance in Silicon Valley Bank. What was starting as a small tip of an iceberg with the Silicon Valley Bank going as a bankrupt, it's going to be a huge meltdown which is waiting to happen. So this is in USA. Now what happened in Europe? Even Credit Suisse has said that they are bankrupt and there is a lot of crisis within Credit Suisse. So from USA, the banking crisis has already moved into Europe. Where are we going to head? First, everyone should understand the financial market is globalized. Somewhere down the line, something is getting hit in the financial market in one part of the world, not one part of the country. The entire world gets the boomeranging effect. Now, how it is connected with astrology? Whenever Jupiter goes in its own house, be it Dhanus or Meena, there is some form of financial crisis. This happened in 2007 and 2008 where Lehman Brothers fell down. Now with the Raghu and Jupiter combining and Jupiter in Meena moving into Mesha combining with Raghu, it's going to be really difficult because whenever Jupiter and Raghu combines, there's going to be a chaos in financial market. What is it? People, especially the bankers, the politicians, have to accept the flow of money globally, which they are not willing to accept because the laws which they have been using it to govern, to pay as an interest is going to change. And the next important thing is there is no paperless, it's becoming a paperless economy. We move the money between wallets. Now this the government has to open up. They have to sit up. The third thing is all the banks have become huge. So when the entire system becomes huge, the control is very less. So where the money goes, who has parked the money, who has taken away the money, it's going to be very challenging. Now what the bankers have done in US is they've simply increased the rates, the interest rate, hoping that the economy will boom, like the Alan Greenspan who did it in 2007 and 2008. But what they found out is that when you simply increase the rate, the bank will require time to just adjust to the increasing interest rates, which they were not willing to understand. So ultimately the planets had an important say over the mind. And the second important thing what I have always seen is that whenever USA indulges into war, next moment an economic crisis opens up in USA. There's something wrong with them going into war with Ukraine. Might be they are doing it in a clandestine manner or they are not very open about it. So this has really hit USA market. So will the Asian market get hit? Yes, of course, the Asian market will get hit. Might be the small players will all get shaken up because we are globalized. Okay, what is the next impact? Many of our IT companies and startup companies of India have parked their money or exposed to Silicon Valley Bank. It is to the tune of 8,000 crores. So will it hit India? Yes, in a very indirect manner where there's going to be a tightening of money, the flow of money is going to come down. So with this, there's going to be utter chaos. So the bankers and the politicians have to sit up and have to break the banks into a smaller one, make it into functional, localized, and thereby able to hold the energy of the bank. Because when you are becoming globalized, you will not able to control the flow of money, and the money has moved, or rather the way you work with the money transactions have moved from wallets to paperless to movement in the banks. Even the international money flow is also increased, before which it's like the internet is pulling everything. The change is so fast and the change has become the unchangeable one, which the politicians have to sit up and understand. So with the Rahu and Jupiter, it's going to be a bloodbath in financial world across the globe. So this is Jayashree astrologer on the impact of Rahu and Jupiter on the banking crisis. Thank you.